Today is most auspicious day, UTTHAN EKADASI. It is one of the three most prominent Ekadashis. First is Shayan Ekadashi, when Vishnu, Bhagavan, goes to sleep. That is beginning of Chaturmasya. Then in between, there is Parshva Ekadashi, when Vishnu will turn from one side to another, from right to left. And on today's day, he will wake up. That is why UTTHAN, wake up or arise from sleep. That is, of course, not Tamoguni sleep. That is transcendental pastime of Vishnu. So when he wakes up, arises, that is auspicious for all jivas. Whatever he's doing is all auspicious for eternal benefit of all. Very happy event. And also on today's day, Chaturmasya VRATA will stop because on Shayan Ekadashi it started. One can then do 5 days Bhishma Panchaka up to Purnima. But Chaturmasya will, this is today's last day. And also Disappearance day of our previous Guru, Srila Gaurkishor Das Babaji Maharaj, and appearance day of our Parangurudev. So first I will speak about Gaurkishor Das Babaji Maharaj. Our Gurudev wrote his biography, but I cannot read everything. Only main points. Gaurkishor Das Babaji Maharaj, he appeared in East Bengal, nowadays Bangladesh. His name was at that time Bangshi Das, and he was married at an early age. His parents got him married early age according to the custom of the time, but even in married life he was very detached. Then after, he was very detached and always worshipping Supreme Lord. Then after some time his wife died. Then he immediately left home and went to Vrindavan and took Babaji Besh from Srimad Bhagavad Das Babaji Maharaj, who is a disciple of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. From him he took that Paramahamsa Besh or Babaji Besh and was doing bhajan in Vrindavan for 30 years with great renunciation, like Raghunath Das Goswami, only doing bhajan and begging for his livelihood. Then, but sometimes he would also travel, like in North India and Bengal. Also, he came to Puri and he met those Siddha Mahatmas of that time, like Swarup Das Babaji of Puri, Bhagavan Das Babaji of Kalna, Chaitanya Das Babaji of Kulia, that is in Navadip. He met them. Then when in Mayapur, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj revealed or confirmed that that is actually the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what Bhaktivinoda Thakur revealed, and by showing all the maps and everything, then Jagannath Das Babaji confirmed. By his own transcendental vision, he saw. He started dancing there, jumping, and others, they asked Babaji Maharaj, why you are dancing? He said, oh, you don't see? You don't see. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing his kirtan here with his associates. So he revealed and also Srila Sangha, and then at that time he told to Gaurkishor Das Babaji Maharaj to come and stay in Navadip. So from that time on, Gaurkishor Das Babaji came from Vrindavan and was doing again bhajan with great renunciation and begging, madhukari. And sometimes also he cooked in one clay bowl what he collected, maybe rice or something he collected. Sometimes he would take only mud of Ganga and water of Ganga. And staying under boat, like turned upside down boat, broken boat, there under he would stay, or sometimes in a boat that there is some straw that shelter, like a roof there, under that he would stay. And even later on some rich man and wife, they wanted to construct one hut for him, but he said no. All the time people, they are coming and they are asking me for blessings, for worldly things. They are disturbing my bhajan. So better you give me your latrine. There I can stay. Everyone will think that is impure place and I'm mad person, so no one will come. So you give me your latrine. So that was his mood. And really they renovated that, what was before latrine, and Babaji Maharaj stayed there doing Harinam. Because Paramahamsa. Then he regularly used to come to hear Srimad Bhagavatam Harikatha from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Swananda Sukada Kunja. There you will find his Bhajan Kutir is there, photo. Bhajan Kutir. There it was that Prabhupada met him for the first time in 1898. Got first darshan. Then after some time, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur told to Prabhupada that he should get Diksha from him. And Prabhupada approached him, but Babaji Maharaj refused him. No, I'm not taking any disciples. Then I will have to think about them, then how I can do bhajan. So he did not want, and Prabhupada was astonished or surprised because all other Sahaja groups of Navadip, they wanted to make him disciple, to benefit their own line, because he was very learned and good character and everything, but Babaji Maharaj totally ignored him. But again he came, again requesting, Babaji Maharaj all the time refusing. Then because Prabhupada was repeatedly coming, then Gaurkishor Das Babaji Maharaj said, okay, I will ask Mahaprabhu. What he will say, that I will do. The next time Prabhupada came, and he asked him, did you ask Mahaprabhu? Then Gaurkishor Das Babaji Maharaj said, no, I forgot. Here our Gurudev said that conditioned souls with false ego, they will be insulted. So many times rejecting and not giving any importance like this, we will think, oh, there are so many gurus. Why I will bother here? But Prabhupada showed that perseverance. He did not go anywhere. Again he came. Then he asked, did you ask Mahaprabhu? Our false ego would be hurt, but he showed by his own example. Then Gaurkishor Das Babaji said, yes, I asked Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu said, I should not give you mantra because you are so proud that you have good character, you have so much knowledge, you are a proud person. How you can get Diksha? Then Prabhupada did not argue, only he was disappointed and his head down and pale face. He did not argue, he accepted, okay, if this is what Mahaprabhu's decision, he was regretting. Then Gaurkishor Das Babaji Maharaj's mood changed and he gave the dust from his lotus feet, himself took that dust and smeared on the head and all over the body of Prabhupada. Usually if someone else would want to touch the feet of Gaurkishor Das Babaji, he would curse them. You will lose everything. So all were afraid to approach him, to touch feet. But here he himself gave on the head and on the body of Prabhupada, and he told, you are the only one person who can spread the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. That is my order to you. You have to do this. Why? Because Prabhupada showed the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is Trinada Pisunichana Tarora Pisahisnuna Manina Manadena Kirtanya Sarahuri. So one who is established in the teaching of Mahaprabhu, he can preach. So that Gaurkishor Das Babaji refused him 12 times. On the 13th time, he gave him this dust and also mantra diksha. And Prabhupada also said that he observed people and always he would see some defects in everyone. But then he said, I lost faith and hope that there is any ideal person in this world. Then he said, by this my conception changed when I met my Gurudev. He was really ideal. No mistake, no fault. Why? Because pure devotee. Whatever he's doing is to satisfy Krishna. And in that Swananda Sukada Kunja, Gaurkishor Das Babaji Maharaj used to sing that song. His own composition. We are singing Kotai Go Prema Moye Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Go, Jai Radhe Radhe. Dekadiya Prana Rakho, that song. So Prabhupada wrote it down. And now you will find it in Gaurkishor Das Babaji Samadhi in Chaitanya Math. It is written there. So he preserved it. And so this, Prabhupada said, previously I used to think that everyone who took birth in a human body was filled with the same faults that I had. But upon seeing my Prabhu's divine character, I realized that there truly were flawless Vaishnavas in this world who matched the ideal. And he explained that Babaji Maharaj would not care for anyone. No attachment, no hatred, no nothing. He saw all are connected with Krishna and was respecting everyone. So many people came to him for blessing and he outwardly would give, but he did not actually they didn't get actual connection with Babaji Maharaj. Yes, my Prabhu never openly rejected any of these people, but he never openly accepted any of them either. And he could expertly judge character, so he could read, and some visions he had and he described them. Some days back I explained how he said that place should be cleaned where Bhagavad Katha was going on with cow dung. Then Babaji Maharaj said, no, I did not hear any Bhagavad Katha. That was only money, 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 because that was his target. So he could see that, and sometimes in distance he would see the one professional speaker of Bhagavatam there in one place, Pabna district, one professional speaker, he had that program, but in the meantime also he was having illicit sex connection with one widow at that time. So he said, these rascals are giving a bad name to Dharma. Then also, one time some persons came to him and they started to eulogize their own guru. He's so merciful, our guru. He's going here and there, rescuing all fallen souls. If he did not travel, what would be the destiny of these forsaken places? Then Babaji Maharaj immediately became across and answered, if someone makes a pretense of delivering the world, when in fact he is only interested in making money and garnering prestige, he not only does no one any good, but falls down for having cheated others. So he could see everything, what motive anyone has. Then on today's day, and his favorite books were Prema Bhakti Chandrika and Prarthana of Narottam Thakur. Of course, he did not know how to read or write, but he was hearing recital from others or singing songs. So his favorite song was, means he often used to sing this song we are singing, Gaura Paho Na Bhajiya Moino Premaratana Dhana Helaya Haraino Na Bhajiya Moino. That song. In our mat also sing many times. This was his favorite song. And on today's day, he entered into Nitya Lila in Navadip town, there where his Bhajan Kutir was. Then so many Babajis came and they were quarreling who will take his transcendental body and will make Samadhi. Why they were quarreling? Because they knew Babaji Maharaj is very famous. So if we will have Samadhi under our control, then people will come to visit and they will bring donations so we can get money. So they were quarreling. Then Prabhupada came, that time Bimala Prasad. He came when he heard, and he was in great separation, grief from his Gurudev. Then he said, no, I will make Samadhi. I am his only disciple. Then they said, no, you cannot get, because we are all renounced, we are Babajis, we are in a renounced order, you are not. So you have no right. Babaji Maharaj was in a renounced order, and we are also renounced order, so we can claim. You cannot. Then Prabhupada said, okay, there was one policeman, he came there also because there was so much quarrel. So in front of all, Prabhupada said, okay, you are renounced. If any of you for last 1 year didn't have any illicit sex connection with any lady, or last 6 months, or last month, or even last 3 days, if you didn't have illicit sex connection, then you can come forward and you can take the body of Babaji Maharaj. Otherwise, you will be ruined by the touch of his body. Then that policeman said, how you will know whether they are saying true or not? Prabhupada said, I will take their word. Let those who are renounced come forward. I'm giving the saying. If they did not have, they can take. If they had, the touch of Babaji body will ruin them. Then one by one, they started to leave that place. Only Prabhupada remained. Then that policeman became ashamed, embarrassed. So such was the condition. Then one man came and he said, I will donate for the land of Babaji Maharaj for Samadhi, and he gave, and he said, I will not stay there, because he was family man. But later on he broke his word, he started to stay there, and he himself did some sinful activities there. So what? Then Ganga started to erode that place, slowly, and it was almost that Samadhi will be washed away, because of those sinful activities going on. So Prabhupada, with the help of his disciples, he transferred his samadhi to Mayapur, Chaitanya Math. There behind, you know, there is Radha Kunda. So on that bank of Radha Kunda, Babaji Maharaj's Samadhi Mandir is there. His deity also, and that song and Seva Puja is going on. So this year I was not able to go to Mayapur. Usually I visit that place. So I'm remembering Srila Gaurkishor Das Babaji Maharaj's Samadhi Mandir, his divine forum, and bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy. You will find more details in our Gurudev's book. Then also appearance day of our Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Dayita Madhav Goswami Maharaj. His biography is also very long. Our Gurudev wrote 2 biographies, one short for centennial celebration to be distributed widely, and another one is long one or full one that is in 2 volumes, Bengali. It was also translated into English, but not yet published, because no one took up that yet to proofread, and it is sad, but it is there. So Param Gurudev, he appeared in East Bengal, now Bangladesh, on the bank of Padma River, near to the place, Kanchanpara Dham, near to the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saved Prema for Narottam Thakur. That Prema Toli, you know, we are hearing, near to that place. And his parents were both religious minded, and Maharaj Param Gurudev was having ideal character since birth, not ordinary. I heard many times from Gurudev's lotus lips, whenever he would explain about Param Gurudev, definitely he will say this: he had ideal character in all respects. So as a child already, he never spoke lie, and he told to others not to speak lies, always speak truth. He would distribute whatever he got, any sweets or something, to others. Then if something was left, he would take. Never greedy, but always working for the welfare of others. His mother used to read him Bhagavad Gita, and she made him read to her. Other scriptures also, but mainly Bhagavad Gita. So by the age of 11, he already knew whole Bhagavad Gita by heart, memorized all verses. His father died when he was young, so he was staying with the mother. And in all fields he was leader, in sports, in drama, in all activities. Everywhere, naturally they would select him as their leader. It is not that he wanted or asserted himself, but all others always, they accepted him, wanted him. So one day also he fell down while running. He was good in all sports. So running, he slipped. Then there was some injury to his face, some blood was there. Then all were worried, teachers and others were worried. There's a small boy, and they were all worried. And then he said, no, nothing big thing happened. Supreme Lord is all merciful. I should get greater punishment or injury or suffering because of my past sinful activities in previous life, but by the grace of Supreme Lord, it is less. It is nothing, no big injury. I could get more, like my eyes are okay, my nose is okay, so you don't worry about me. As a boy, he said this philosophy, which is very difficult to follow. To see the grace of Supreme Lord in all circumstances and not to blame anyone, and see it is all for the best, as he used to say all the time. And he had no interest in material enjoyments. He helped other poor, his schoolmates, those who had no money. He opened one library with his own books, and he would freely lend to others. So always he was working, from a child, he was always working for the welfare of all others, all types of welfare. And then when he was studying in Calcutta for higher education, he finished his primary and secondary education in Kanchanpara and Battagram. Then for higher education he went to Kolkata. There, with his friend Narayan Chandramukhopadhyay, who later became his disciple, he was with him at that time. So this Narayan told later, I saw him. He was always feeling separation, grief from Supreme Lord. He would only take one time in a day meal, that is havishyano. It is similar to khichdi, but more like no ghee and more austere. Only one time he would take, and all the time calling Supreme Lord. In the night time, under mosquito net, he would call Supreme Lord and crying. He said, I saw him. Then this intensified so much. Then one day, Parangurudev, he got a dream of Narad Goswami. He appeared. And he pacified him and he gave him mantra by which he can get God, like Dhruva Maharaj. Same. But when Parangurudev woke up, he could not fully remember the mantra, some part only, not fully. Then he became more disappointed. And that eagerness increased. Then he went to his mother. She was staying near Calcutta. And Shaibalini Devi, not ordinary lady. She also became disciple of Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur later, and was doing bhajan there in Chaitanya Math and Vishnu Priya Pali village near Jogapith. So he asked her for permission that I cannot remain in household. I must attain God. I will renounce house. I'm going to Himalaya. You please give me permission. And mother, seeing his eagerness, he said, yes, you go. Like Suniti told to Dhruva, yes, you worship. Then he went to Himalaya, up in the mountain, in the jungle, and not eating, not sleeping, not drinking for 3 days continuously, and all the time calling loudly, calling Krishna. Then after 3 days, when he was totally absorbed, then he got that oracle, that divine voice came, you don't worry, you will find your Gurudev in that place where you left, means Bengal, Calcutta, that. You don't worry, you go there, you will meet your Gurudev, you will get everything. Then he came down and on the way going down from Himalaya, he met one sadhu, renowned sadhu there, and he told him what happened. Then that sadhu confirmed, yes, it is correct. It is not fictitious, it is not mental speculation, it is genuine. You go there, you will meet your Gurudev. Then Parangurudev came down to Haridwar, and there he was taking bath in Ganga. Then one couple, they were attracted to Parangurudev because he was very tall and beautiful. All whom I met, who directly saw our Parangurudev, not only from our mat, but others also. They all, first they said, he was so beautiful. I heard from all. First they would say this, he was so beautiful. Because pure and tall, and so then they started to give him some sweets and fruits and this, and he accepted their giving. Cordially he is accepting. Then after some time, they invited him to their house. You please visit us. Then Paramgurudev thought they're giving, so I should do something to satisfy them. So he came there. Then they opened their desire. They said, we have no son, no children, so we would like you to become our adopted son. And we have much money. So after we will leave this world, you will inherit it, everything. So you please accept our proposal. Then Gurudev was thinking, I renounced house to attain God. Now Maya is again trying to divert me. Maya came to test. Then he politely came out, but immediately he left that place. Then he came back to Calcutta, and with some friends, with this one also, Narayan Mukherjee, they heard the Navadip Dham, so they went there on a pilgrimage, and they were staying in Navadip town, on that side of Ganga, Navadip town, in one like hotel, something like that, or dharamshala. Then they visited some holy places there, and then Paramgurudev inquired, where is Mayapur? We heard there is birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Chaitanya Mat, and this we want to visit that place. Where is that? Then they tried to deceive him. They said, no, Mayapur is very far. You cannot reach that. And there is nothing. Here is actual birthplace of Chaitanya. All Sahaja groups, they were telling, they were trying to deceive. But one elderly lady came and said, no, they're all trying to deceive you. Mayapur is just here. You cross the Ganga and go there, north, you will find Jogapith. So they went, and not all of the friends, only few. They came to Jogapith and they took darshan, and then also they came to Chaitanya Mat and to see the deities. Then that brahmachari, the deities were closed. Then that brahmachari said, now deities are closed. Already I offered and they are taking rest. So you take lunch here, and later on you can meet our Gurudev also. He is here. You please wait. Then some others, they said, no, we will go back. We will not wait. Paramgu said, no, better we should wait here. It is good to meet a sadhu. They said, no, already we paid there for our meal. What they will say? We have to go there. Why will take lunch here? Already we paid there everything, so we have to go there. Then Paramgu said, yes, already we paid, so they will not mind whether we take or not, because already we paid. So what is the loss? We'll take prasad here and wait. Then they took prasad and they met Prabhupada, and Paramgurudev was attracted. Then Prabhupada asked, why you came here? Paramgurudev said, to see the deities. Then Prabhupada said, you never saw any deities before? Yes, we saw in different places. Then Prabhupada asked, what benefit you got? You got any benefit? Then Paramgurudev thought that he's an exalted devotee. I should not speak anything. He should not pretend in front of him. Although that was not character, but he wanted to say the truth all the time. He said, I don't know what benefit I got. Then Prabhupada said, it is good to see the deities, but first you have to learn how to see them. With material eyes, we cannot see the deities. Only with eyes inclined to serve him, by his grace we can see. So that you have to learn. And some other instructions also he said, and they saw also initiation of 2 persons. Then Prabhupada was fully attracted. Then he started to visit Gauriya Math in Calcutta to hear Harikatha of Prabhupada, not staying outside, but he used to serve from outside, sending vegetables, rice, and these things. Then after some time, he joined the Math fully as a brahmachari and was doing all services and became prominent disciple. Prabhupada used to send him as an advance party to prepare for preaching programs, and he had full trust in him, and he said he has volcanic energy, whatever he wants to do, he can do. And Prabhupada had full trust. Whenever he sent him, he considered that will be done. He took it out from his head, because he knew if I give responsibility to him, it is as already done. Such trust. Prabhupada also wanted to send him to England to preach, foreign preaching. But then another one disciple of Prabhupada, one household disciple, he said, he is very young and so beautiful. So there, ladies, they will want to marry him. So it will not be good to send such a young, beautiful man there. It is not good. Already passport already made by Prabhupada and everything. Then Prabhupada said, okay, yes. Then, but Parangurudev had no problem. Our Gurudev said he was strong character, not loose character. There was no danger, but still, Prabhupada first sent, then Srila Bhakti Pradip Tirtha Gosai Maharaj, old sannyasi, and also Srila Bhakti Hridoy Bon Gosai Maharaj and Sambitananda Prabhu. And Prabhupada was actually, Parangurudev was actually relieved. He said, I thought Prabhupada may leave soon if I am outside, because that time it was not flight, few hours and you were there. That time you have to go with sheep or these things. Train, it takes much time to reach there and then back. Bon Maharaj was out 3 years, I think, altogether. So he thought if Prabhupada will disappear, then I will not see him again. It is not good. So he was relieved. Then so much preaching he did together with Srila Maharaj in South India and Mumbai and everywhere. And then in Assam, in 1936, few months before Prabhupada disappeared, he had a plan to open mat there, and there was for installation of deities. Then some other disciples, they wanted to complain to Prabhupada that another disciple did not do service as he was expected, and they requested Parangurudev to complain to Prabhupada against that one. And Parangurudev did not want. But still they were pressing. Then one day, in morning walk, he told to Prabhupada that they are complaining. Then Prabhupada became a little angry and said, Eto chao keno, eto kosto pao keno, in Bengali. Why do you want so much? And why you are getting this trouble because of that? You cannot expect so much from that person. He's a disciple, but you cannot expect so much. So why you are so disturbed? Because then Parangurudev was sad because it was not his complaint and he did not want to displease Prabhupada. So he was sorry that he mentioned, but then Prabhupada immediately changed his mood and he said, you should think, all responsibility of serving Gurudev is on you, whole, from A to Z. All responsibility is on me. If someone, then he said, Radharani is thinking always like this. All responsibility for Krishna service is on me. If some other Saki, Manjari, they are coming to assist, she's grateful. But she's never expecting or becoming angry or anything. She's grateful, but she's thinking all responsibility is on me. She's not like depending or expecting or no, all responsible. But whoever comes to help, she's grateful. So he said it is same with you. All responsibility of your Gurudev is on you. Of serving your Gurudev is on you. If anyone comes to help you, then you can be grateful. So that time, Prabhupada blessed our Parang Gurudev, and he also told him, you should preach here in Assam. Here people are simple-hearted, they have respect for sadhus, so this is your responsibility, you have to preach here. So after the disappearance of Prabhupada, Parang Gurudev used to preach in Assam. That was his first field, and he opened 3 mats. 2, that Sarbok was opened already during time of Prabhupada, and Tezpur he opened when he was still in Chaitanya Mat, and later on also Gwalpara and Guwahati, when that was already Chaitanya Gauriya Mat. So he was preaching out of Chaitanya Mat in Mayapur under Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Maharaj. So all his first disciples are from Assam, our Gurudev also, Turiyashami Maharaj and others. Then his preaching was very successful. He took sannyas, and then by some arrangement he had to go out from Chaitanya Mat because his influence was growing, but he took it as a desire of Supreme Lord. So then he made his own mission, Chaitanya Gauriya Mat, starting in Calcutta, and that spread all over India by Parang Gurudev's ideal character and spiritual power, pure devotee. I always said he is a gopi. You did not see his real form. He's a gopi, person associate of Krishna. So he was preaching first in Assam mostly, then South India, West India, North India, in Punjab, all over Mayavadis. Parang Gurudev broke that fortress of Mayavad. He was the first to convert them. So many, in Jalandhar, Bathinda, everywhere. So many examples Gurudev gave in his Harikathas. In Jalandhar, Ludhiana, those places, Chandigarh, then Shimla, Amritsar also, Kurukshetra. He was successful preaching there. Then so many pastimes you will find in Parang Gurudev's short biography and the long one I'm sometimes mentioning here, so you can read there. If anyone wants, I can send those PDFs with biography. Then he disappeared from Calcutta, and yes, also that Jagannath from Puri, original Jagannath, whom Jagadish Pandit, personal associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, he got it in Puri and he brought him to Chagda, in between Calcutta and Mayapur. There he established his worship, so his descendants of Jagadish Pandit and his wife Dukhini Mata, they were serving their Jagannath for many generations. But then, by Jagannath's desire, some difficulty came in one generation and they could not maintain proper seva. So they requested our Parangurudev to accept that seva, full seva of Jagannath. They will give everything to him, land, everything. Then Parangurudev said, better you give to Sridhar Maharaj. Then he came to Sridhar Maharaj and requested him, you please take this seva. Then Sridhar said, no, Jagannath wants from you, like Gopal wanted from Madhavendra. So Jagannath wants from you, you have to accept. Then Parangurudev accepted and he made mat there, very nice mat in the field. And in Agartala also, that 500 years old one deity of Jagannath, government offered to him that here we are not able to properly serve, so they offered. Parangurudev accepted. So Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj used to say, Madhav Goswami Maharaj is the recipient of Jagannath Dev's grace. In these two places he got seva. Voluntarily Jagannath gave. So then in Calcutta he disappeared, giving all instructions and appointing our Gurudev as next Acharya. Then Samadhi is in Mayapur. Today, like every year, there was a big festival there. Sannyasis from all mats in Navadip, they are coming to sing his glories. And today there is Ekadashi Prasad. And tomorrow all are invited for normal Prasad, Pakora, Doka, all those things. And tomorrow again, sannyasis will come from these same mats, all mats, but another ones. Like from Gopinath Gauriya Mat today, Budayan Maharaj was there. Tomorrow from Gopinath Gauriya Mat, another sannyasi will come. Or from Devananda Gauriya Mat, or from Keshavji Gauriya Mat. One day, one sannyasi will come, another day, another sannyasi. So some were today, and tomorrow another will come, and both days there is feast for everyone. Today Ekadashi and tomorrow normal rice, everything, big feast. So Parangurudev used to invite all his god brothers, and not alone. They should bring all disciples. How many they want to bring, they should bring. Never restricted. He always was fully. Our point is to serve the Vaishnavas. He had a love and respect for all his god brothers. He saw them, they are all graced by my Gurudev. Even those who were against him, he used to invite and serve them, everyone. So ideal character. And Prabhupada said volcanic energy. And so there are so many, his glories are unlimited, only main points I remember now. In Hyderabad, also in South India, he opened one mat that was also difficult because Muslim area, but that place was given to him. So he saw it is Krishna's desire. So there was so much opposition, but he made a program there after getting land for 21 days continuously, Nama Sankirtan and Bhagavad Katha to purify that place. Then he started mat, and in Puri, Brindaban, all big mats. Then one god brother of Parangurudev, he asked him, you are making such a big mission everywhere in India and big mats, how after you, how this will be possible to manage, to maintain? Then Parangurudev said, you don't worry. The one who will come after me, he will preach even more than me. You don't worry about this. Already that time he said about our Gurudev. So our Gurudev, he maintained, also opened some new in India, but he was sent to Western countries also. All over the world, Gurudev went, and Gurudev was fully non-different from Parangurudev. And Parangurudev already also knew in advance. Our Gurudev told when I was a brahmachari, or maybe already sannyasi but more young, the Parangurudev, he engaged me in Calcutta to study German language. Then Guru said, I did not understand why he wants me to learn German language. So I was learning, but then I was thinking if I will absorb myself in this study of German language, then if in between I die, then I will be born in Germany. And then he did not continue. But Gurudev later said, I think my Gurudev was already thinking of sending me outside. That is why he engaged me in that. Means Parangurudev already oversaw that he will, in future, he will go out. And also, when our Gurudev consulted with Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj that whether I should go outside for preaching, and Bhakti Pramod Puri said, yes, you have to go. It is the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and my Gurudev and Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then Gurudev said, but will you take my responsibility? Then Srila Puri said, no, your Gurudev will take all responsibility. So it was already predestined, prearranged. So on today's day, Parangurudev appeared. I am remembering his Samadhi Mandir in Mayapur, also Bhajan Kutir. Today I saw on Facebook Live Arati from his Bhajan Kutir, and also on stage they brought Diti inside the Nath Mandir, and so many sannyasis from everywhere. They came from all mats, so many people, and they were all singing his glories and prasad. So I'm remembering his DT forum there in Mayapur, bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy. There is so much to say about him, but time is short, so you can read in those two biographies to see all the details and hear how our Gurudev described him. Not ordinary person. You can hear also his voice. Some recording is there. You can hear. It's not ordinary. So today is last day of Chaturmasya. Also Kartik, VRATA. If started on Ekadashi, if someone from now on Bhishma Panchaka, and so still. We will, yes, we have to do, I almost forgot, Kartik VRATA, we are hearing Upadesamrita, so at least something I have to read. Yesterday we heard, for renunciants, sadvriti means begging, and for householders it means acting according to the rules for their social role and function. Varna and ashram means, we heard, one thing is maintenance of our life, for the sake of doing bhajan. So both devotees they have to do, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur said for renunciants, they will beg, for householders they will earn according to Varna Ashram Dharma, and yesterday I explained, but they are not doing like Varna Ashramis because they are identifying, I am a Brahmin, I am a Kshatriya like this. Devotees, they know Gopi Bhartu Padakamalaya Dasa Dasanu Dasa. I am eternal servant of the servant of the servant of servant of Gopinath. So that is their identity. They are not identifying with Brahmin, Kshatriya, this. They are devotees of Krishna, but for the sake of earning their livelihood, they are accepting particular job, what is suitable to their nature, but not strictly following everything of that Varnashram Dharma, only for maintenance, because that is more favorable for bhajan. So only I will read Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. First he gives in Bengali song, Bhajane utsaha jar bitore bahire sudurlabh Krishna bhakti pabe dhire dhire. Those who have enthusiasm for service, within and without, will gradually attain devotion to Krishna, even though it is most difficult to attain. Krishna bhakti prati jar Vishwas nishchoy Shraddhavan bhaktiman jano sei hoy. No, John sei hoy. Bhaktiman John sei hoy. Those who have belief and conviction in devotion to Krishna are certainly faithful and devoted. Krishna sevana paya dhir bhave jay bhaktir sadhana kore bhaktiman sei. Those who engage in the practice of devotion with perseverance, despite having not attained Krishna service, are truly devoted. Jahate Krishner seva Krishner santosh, se karme brati sada na koroye rosh. They always engage in activities by which Krishna is served and satisfied, and they never become angry. That anger due to unfulfilled material desire, but they may use anger as we know from before. Krishner abhakta John sanga parihari bhaktiman bhakta sange sada bhoje hari. The devoted leave the association of persons who are not devotees of Krishna and always serve the Lord in the association of the devotees. Krishna bhakta jaha kore tat anusarane bhaktiman acharai jivone morane. The devoted follow what the devotees of Krishna do in life and in death, means following the footsteps of devotees. Ei choi John hoy bhakti odhikari, Vishwar mangal kore bhakti parachari. These 6 types of people are qualified for devotion, and they uplift the world by propagating devotion. Like our Parangurudev and Srila Gaurkishor Das, Babaji Maharaj, Prabhupada, Sai Maharaj. They are devotees and they are preaching devotion. Thereby they uplift whole world. So tomorrow we will continue with Upadesamrita till we finish, because it is very important for sadhakas, but Yam Kirtans will be last today. Now after recording will stop, we will do 7th and 8th Yam Kirtan, and tomorrow that will not, but our Gurudev said, now we are doing for 1 month remembrance of Shikastaka and Krishna Lila, but you should not think this is only for 1 month. If you can do it whole year, then it will be very good. You should go on practicing Shikastaka. Anyhow, devotees, they are doing this. So we have to practice Shikastaka and also remembrance of Krishna Lila. Now at this time, Krishna is doing this. At this time, Radha and Krishna, they are doing this. So you can remember, not only 1 month, whole year you should do this. To get, Gurudev said, we are hearing now during 1 month, so that we may get a longing to attain that transcendental realm. So when that longing is there, then one can engage in following the footsteps of Brajavasis for that particular bhav which one is attracted to, and by practicing that from within, then that will take us to that transcendental realm. Hari Bol.